Hey guys, SK here, back with another video. Today I will be playing some live top ladder with the 3.0 Xbow Cycle Deck. As you can see here, I'm extremely high on ladder right now. I believe just a couple games away from #1 in the world. So today we are going to be getting #1 in the world. This Xbow Cycle Deck is very powerful and has been a popular meta deck for about 2 years now. Some players like to make certain substitutions in this deck by switching out one card for another. I personally believe that is actually highly suspicious behavior. If you were really loyal at 3.0 Xbow Cycle, you would never switch out a single card in this deck. I really don't care who you are. If you make that claim, you better be prepared to back it up. Anyways, as you can see by my profile, I'm a pretty big Xbow enthusiast. I already have it at Mastery Level 2, which is almost the highest Mastery badge in the entire game. I have also dedicated my YouTube channel to Xbow videos and guides for you guys, so, I'm quite a big fan of Xbow, and so it does make sense that I'd be making an Xbow ladder push video. So I have no doubt we'll be playing against some of the best players in the world today, since, we are extremely high on ladder. And let's get into the matches and have a nice ladder push. So we find the first match against Munya83, and Xbow is not in our starting hand, sadly. Sometimes I like to Xbow first play, just because it kind of catches opponents off guard. You could even say you're psyching the opponent out. Looks like my opponent's still not playing anything, so I'm just going to split archers. Goes for a bar barrel, so I'll go for an ice spirit to kite it backwards. And Xbow is in our hand now, so I could go for an offensive Xbow with this one archer, but at the same time I feel like it's a bit aggressive. So he has a baby dragon coming down. I'll just go for a knight to kind of block it away, and goes for a lumberjack. I think I will go for an Xbow opposite lane, because lumberjack is probably a pretty good counter to the Xbow. He goes for a cannon cart, which is actually kind of annoying that he has that, because cannon cart traditionally hard counters Xbow, and I'm kind of annoyed actually. I don't like people who play cannon cart. I think they're pretty dumb, but anyways, cannon cart doesn't even cross the bridge. Kind of a broken card, so who's surprised? But I'll just log it back, and looks like he goes for a golem now. And I'm going to be very low in elixir actually, so this is kind of awkward. Then again, I'm no stranger to awkward situations, but Golem is coming in. And I think I will go for a Tesla off to the side. Xbow's next up in hand. Goes for a Night Witch as well. That is also kind of annoying. There are a lot of annoying cards in this game. Night Witch is one of them. Cannon Cart's one of them. It goes for a Baby Dragon too. I think I will try and get some nice fireball value on both the Night Witch and the Baby Dragon, then go for archers off to the side to snipe the Night Witch. And he gives us the well played, which is pretty nice of him, I guess. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit up high to kite this Lumberjack back, and then go for a Knight afterwards to hopefully counter the Lumberjack. And looks like we actually did counter the Lumberjack pretty well. Now the Barbarian is going to be kind of annoying. I mean, I've been annoyed quite a lot so far. It's only been 2 minutes into the video. Yeah, he's kind of resetting, and we actually did defend that okay, I guess. Now he's going to go for a Golem opposite, so I'm going to go for an Xbow. I don't think he has Lumberjack back in cycle, so I don't know what he actually has for this Xbow. Xbow is going in 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits. I'm glad I know how to count to 5, but okay, E-Drag comes in. That is going to be a lot of fireball value as well if I can try and get it. So let's fireball here, then go for a log to kill the Night Witch. And he gives us the well played. So I think what we're going to do is try and cycle back to a knight here for this lumberjack. Let the baby dragon lock onto tower. Xbow put in work on the king tower as well, actually. Going to go for a Tesla up high for this cannon cart, I think, and then log the lumberjack back. And now I just need to get back to another knight for this baby dragon plus cannon cart. And actually, Baby Dragon is on tower, oh my, but okay, Ice Spirit resets it, and looks like we're going to go for a win. So that's going to be GG against, I would say a 100-0 matchup, because, he has Golem, he has Cannon Cart, he's saying good game twice. I guess it was just that good of a game. I'm inclined to agree with him. That is, quite a hard counter, I would say. And, yeah, that is going to put us up quite a lot, so we are getting very close to #1 right now. Card mastery is pretty cool as well. And yeah, offensive Xbows were kind of on point that game, honestly. So into the next match against Miyusuke. Xbow is in our starting hand, but I believe about a year ago I was quite a passive Xbow player, and that was kind of my Xbow discipline. Now I would say I've kind of gone loose, cut myself loose. I don't even know what the right term is, but I kind of stopped caring about Xbows and timings, and I just do whatever I want these days. So, if I feel like Xbowing, I think I'm just going to Xbow. But he's going to go for a Goblin cage Mega Minion and Flying Machine. Gonna go for Fireball on the Flying Machine, and he is also gonna have arrows for my archers, which is also pretty sad. I think he might have Barbarians in this as well, but I do have Xbow in my hand, so I'm actually gonna leak here, because if he goes for a Lavahound, I believe it will be a Lavahound deck. Okay, what the? He's going for a minor Minion Horde. I'm just gonna go for archers, I think, and like I tried to cycle back pretty aggressively there. That was like a very aggressive Minion Horde. Like, I guess people are just aggressive in this day and age, but I'm gonna go for a Royal Giant or Xbow in front of my archers. I don't know why I said Royal Giant. You know, I think I just have PTSD from playing against the card, but I am an Xbow player, of course, so like I like Xbow. And Goblin Brawler, I think, will force out some skeletons here. And I am one card away from an Xbow, so I still think this is going to be Lavahound. Yeah, there's the Lavahound. I think I will have to defend here, sadly. Xbow's not in cycle. Usually I recommend going Xbow same lane against the Lavahound, but sadly I don't have it in hand, or else I probably would have done that. You know, very standard play, standard practice. Going to Fireball the Flying Machine straight away. Try and keep both my archers alive. Let's try and force out a Fireball, or arrows at least, and he goes for a Minion Horde. I'm going to go for archers again, just in time, as he goes for a miner. Let's go for a knight to try and... Okay, knight was kind of bad. It should have been on the miner, I think, but that was still a pretty good push, and he will probably go for a cage now, which means he won't have cage for my next Xbow. Okay, he actually does a pretty good play of not going for a cage, but I'm still going to go for an Xbow here, and cage will probably come out now. No, he actually ignores it. Goes for a very weird cage like that. I'm actually just going to go Ice Spirit here to freeze everything up. Fireball as well. That's quite a lot of Fireball value, if I do say so myself. And Xbow got quite a few hits on tower. That was pretty nice. And then I do have a Knight in cycle if he wants to try and Flying Machine snipe. Okay, he goes for Flying Machine in kind of a bad spot. Like, he's kind of a bad player, I think. And, like, I don't like to offend people too much, but I think he deserves it, because, like, he's playing very badly. But I'm going to go for an RG. Or, I'm going to go for an Xbow at the bridge. Archers to snipe the guards. I think he does have a cage. Sadly, like, he kind of 100-0s me as well. I feel like every single game in this video I'm getting 100-0'd so far, so it's kind of stupid. But I'm just going to get nice Fireball value on all of that. Then I have to go for a Knight to clean up the Goblin Brawler. And hopefully Knight doesn't go back to help out against the Miner. I have to go for Archers in that case, because Mega Minion would have been on my tower. That might have been like 2 hits. That would have been kind of annoying, but I think I'll just snipe this Flying Machine with a Tesla. Hopefully it hits the Flying Machine first, as it does. Nice. And Mega Minion comes in. I think I will go for an Xbow. You know, his priorities are kind of all over the place, so he's probably going to go for a cage. Let's just Fireball it, I think. And if I don't get an Xbow hit here, I think I'm done for, actually, because I just used my Fireball. And, okay, I think I am done for. I don't know why he's laughing, because I feel like he has like a 200-0 matchup, but I guess I'll give him a good game, because maybe I was wrong about him. Maybe he's actually a pretty good player. I don't know. Like, that was a roller coaster of emotions, that match. Sadly, my Xbow prowess didn't really pay off in that one. I feel like maybe the Xbow at the very end was kind of a bad play, but at the same time, sometimes in order to make a good play, you have to make a bad play first. But he does have arrows anyways, which is kind of annoying for my archers. So, you know, a key part of Xbow's defense is going to be the archers on defense. And since he does have arrows there, he kind of 100-0s me. But anyways, let's just go for another match. Let's try and shake off the 100-0 hard counters. And hopefully I can get top 1, because I feel like I deserve it. But, okay, up in a match against a Japanese player. I'm actually kind of scared, because usually they're all super good. And I'm a bit worried. He goes for Royal Hogs. That's also kind of scary, because I think he might have Royal Hogs Earthquake, which is kind of like a 100-0 matchup against Xbow. So that will be kind of toxic to deal with. But let's see. It could be Royal Recruits. Okay, it is going to be Royal Hogs. So it looks like we are already getting 100-0'd. A third match of the ladder push. But I'll just go for an Xbow behind the King Tower. It's actually a pretty good play sometimes when you want to cycle multiple Xbows. I mean, it's not a very conventional play, but at the same time, I feel like it makes a lot of sense psychologically, you know. And I'm just going to go for a Knight to kind of block against the Archer Queen, then Archers to snipe his Queen. He might go for a delivery here to clean up against, yeah, my Archers. Kind of annoying. But I'll just go for Log. He splits Royal Hogs, which is actually a pretty good play. He might even Earthquake my Tesla here. I'll go for an Ice Spirit plus Skeletons on his Archer Queen, though. And I think the Queen is still going to be alive, so I have to go for a Knight as well. And ability comes in. That is actually pretty tragic. Hopefully Knight takes out the Archer Queen. Okay, he does. And looks like we might go for a lost streak right now with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, which I'm kind of surprised by because I feel like I'm top 1 material. Like, at least that's what I've always been told. So it's kind of interesting that I might not be, or I guess like I'm just up against a bunch of haters right now, and they're kind of stopping my grind. But I feel like if I just keep on grinding, I'll eventually get top 1. Xbow in the back again, and I feel like he's gonna be going for a delivery on my archers again, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, he's gonna wait for them to walk up a bit, and like that's kind of the issue, you know. Archer Queen will kind of 100-0 take out the Xbow. I feel like I'm pretty fond of the term 100-0 today because I'm getting 100-0'd, but I guess let's go Xbow behind the King Tower again and set up for hopefully a final offense, even though our tower can just be taken out by a mere log, so it's not exactly great for me right now. And the Archer Queen as well. Like, I feel like Xbow Lightning is kind of underrated, because, you know, if I had Lightning in this deck, I could definitely be taking out that pesky Archer Queen. But I'll just go for an Xbow opposite lane. He should go for a cannon, I guess, and then I can just fireball it. Plus, I did take out the skeleton, so this is actually going to be quite a bit of damage, I would say. He's back to another cannon, though, because, like, I don't know why he cycles so fast. I guess he takes, like, a professional spin class or something, but it's pretty stupid. Archer Queen is taking out my tower, and, yeah, I don't know why he's BMing when I guess he's just a hater. But that's going to be another loss. 2 losses in a row, sadly. It seems like we are on a loss streak, but we did win right at the start, which is pretty nice. Card mastery as well, you know, making me feel a bit better about losing so much. But I would say these are both 100-0 matchups. This one is like a 200-0 matchup because he has Golem, Cannon Cart. He even has Tornado for my Xbow, so like 3 hard counters to the Xbow, but I was just able to play better than him. For these two, I feel kind of upset because I'm getting hard countered all the time. You know, Earthquake always hard counters Xbow, so that's just kind of silly, but let's keep going, I guess. Up against Matcha here, who I actually think one of my friends is friends with this person. I think he's a lava player, if not mistaken. Let's just go for a log and see what's up. It looks like he's actually just going to go for a miner plus bats. That is actually kind of silly as well. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit, and thankfully my Ice Spirit skills are not too rusty. You know, I have kind of been a traitor to the Ice Spirit recently. I've been playing a lot of Electro Spirit, but thankfully I was able to make a nice Ice Spirit connection happen. They're going to go for an Xbow at the bridge. I think he might Mortar here. If he does, I will snipe it with archers. Yeah, and then skeletons. Actually, I probably could have activated King. Never mind, the Mortar's going to target the Xbow. Okay, so hopefully I get one Xbow hit. No, I don't. Wow. This is not my day, is it? But I'm going to go for a Knight. I think, okay, yeah. Knight like that. He goes for bats. I'll go for an Ice Spirit to try and freeze everything, and then log as well. Then, okay, that was kind of bad, actually. I don't know why he's BMing, because I feel like everyone just out to get me in this day and age. Like, he's playing Mortar, I have Xbow. Mortar just killed my Xbow 4 for 6 trade. Like, that's pretty sad. I mean, Xbow at the back might be a good play. Yeah, I guess I'll go for it, because I can't see much else I can do in this matchup. If he goes for a Mortar, I'll just Tesla to snipe it. Xbow is creeping up. He goes for a Valk, which is, I guess, a pretty good play, because he's probably going to cycle back to multiple if I go for an Xbow or something. I might have just let this Xbow die, unfortunately. I've been letting my Xbows die a lot. I don't take very good care of my Xbows, actually, but I get one Xbow hit. That is exciting. I'll go for a Tesla here. Let's see if he goes for bats. No, he's actually pretty bad. And it goes for skeletons. Actually, that was really bad. Like, I think he's just really bad. But I'll go for a fireball here and cycle back to my Knight for the Archer Queen. And then I think I might... Okay, I want to Xbow with this Knight, right? Because usually that's a good play. But he does have Valk, which will hit both. So that would kind of suck. So I guess just going to go for a low offensive Xbow again. Also, defensive Xbows are a pretty good play with this deck. But I feel like... Okay, and he's predicting a lot at the bridge. I'm not giving in to his predictions. Hopefully the mortar isn't on tower though. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so let's just go for another Xbow, I think, to snipe this mortar and take it out. He goes for a defensive mortar. I'll just fireball it and log the skeletons. And hopefully I get some Xbow damage in the right, but actually looks like I might be getting some Xbow damage in the left. But sadly bats are just going to clean everything up. I do get 3 hits though, which is quite a lot. Like 3 is more than 2, so that's not bad. I think I'll go for a knight on this archer queen, and I'm going to log it back to kind of delay the ability's value a little bit, and then ice spirit off to the side, and then I think I'll Xbow in the back once again. Okay, sadly he goes for a mortar, kind of getting my Xbow in the back pretty good, but I'll go for split archers here, and mortar plus log will take out my archer. Actually gonna go for a knight to snipe this archer queen, and then Tesla as well. Let's force out the ability here, and then fireball the mortar plus queen so that it can hopefully die. Yeah, queen is gone. Xbow's walking up. Maybe 1 hit. No hits. Wow, that's pretty sad. I'll just go for an Xbow, I guess, and goes for a poison, which is quite an overcommitment. He's going to go for a defensive mortar. I will fireball it, and then let's go for a log to predict the skeletons. Okay, Xbow is on tower right now. Ice Spirit is going to freeze up the Valkyrie. If I can get 1 more Xbow hit. Okay, I do actually, wow. And so I'm actually going to BM this guy because he was BMing me at the start. So yeah, I think he deserves the BM. And he kind of choked at the end to my double Xbow pressure. But yeah, just some nice BM there. Sometimes if they BM you first, you have to BM them back. And I think this is my friends. Yeah, this is one of my friends' friends. A lot of my friends have friends, but at least I think it is. He's not a bad player at all, but you know, I kind of just outplayed him there with my Xbow abilities. And yeah, that was pretty good. So I think we're like 1 game away from top 1 right now. So let's go for the match, and hopefully it can be pretty good. Found one against Masa. We'll go for an Ice Spirit just to see what he wants to do. Goes for a bomber. I'll just kill it with a log, and I really don't like bomber. I think it's a very overpowered card, but he's not playing anything. Goes for zappies. I'm just going to fireball them. I don't know what this is going to be though, because bomber zappies already seems a bit weird to me. I mean, I'm at like top 900 in the world, or like top 90 in the world, I think. So I feel like I'd be knowing what my opponents are playing, but right now I feel like I'm not. And look at that Ice Spirit, really nice freeze against the queen. So I now understand what my friends were saying when they said Ice Spirit's really good against queen. I always thought Electro Spirit was good, but Ice Spirit freeze is very nice. By the way, Ice Spirit's getting a buff, so that's exciting. Okay, I think it might be Royal Giant, because what else would have Fisherman? So either Royal Giant or Graveyard maybe, because he has Snowball as well. I'll split archers though. And it looks like my Xbow won't be making much progress in this match, because if I go for Xbows, he does have Zappies. I'll go for an Xbow right now though. Let's see if he goes for Zappies. I can just fireball them. Goes for an Archer Queen and Zappies. They're getting fireballed right away. Get out of here. Zappies are gone. 1 Xbow hit, 2 Xbow hits. Very nice. That is some good chip damage. And I can just go for Ice Spirit plus Skeletons for this Queen, and it will get fully taken out. So we are in the damage lead now. We have officially bounced back from our deficit of 2 losses. We are at 2 wins and 2 losses in this ladder push right now, I believe. And I think it is going to be Graveyard, actually. So I could Expo right now, but that'll just kind of give him a free Fisherman, which will also help his push. So I think let's just not do that. And okay, he's going to have Royal Giant, actually. So Expo versus Royal Giant, you know, kind of a hard matchup, especially because he has Lightning. Let's just go for a Knight and then Log as well, though. And then hopefully we don't take too much RG damage. Okay, we take 2 hits. That's kind of silly. But let's just go for an Expo now. Archers as well, I think, and goes for Zappies. Oh, I should have gone Fireball first, actually. That was kind of bad, because Archer's up the bridge didn't... Oh, but that's huge, actually. Fisherman is on my Archer on the other side first, I think, so that was really nice. I think let's just go for a Knight here. And I can log this because I don't want the Fisherman to be hooking my Knight anywhere. So then I can go for Skeletons to DPS down the Giant Skeleton. And Ice Spirit. Okay, he's going to go for the Queen ability, I do have to log it back. And let's just go for an anti-lightning Tesla placement. He does a pretty good job of sniping it with the Zappies, but my Knight plus Skeletons do take out the RG. So now that his RG is dead, I can maybe go for my own Xbow, because, you know, Rail Giant usually hard counters Xbow, and he doesn't have it in cycle, so he can't go for an RG here to kind of take out my Xbow. Goes for a Fisherman instead. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think I'll still get 1 hit, 2 hits. Nice, I get 2 hits. And he goes for an RG here. That is a lot of fireball value. Let's take it, I guess. And then log as well, because I do want the Fisherman to be dead. Not that I don't support the fish ecosystem, but sometimes the Fisherman's gotta go. And yeah, his tower is very low, actually, so let's just go for... Okay, I was going to go for a Tesla. Goes for a Queen instead. Let's just go for a Knight to kind of sponge this a little bit. And then Skeletons. Then we can go for a Tesla afterwards. He goes for a Prediction Giant Skeleton. Actually pretty smart predicting my Xbow. But, I mean, I'm just going to cycle 2 Fireballs now, because I'm pretty sure 2 Fireballs do enough damage. He goes for a Lightning, which is kind of suboptimal, because now I'm just back to another Tesla. And he can't do much about it. So let's just log this back. Ice Spirit, really good value there. Okay, I tried to hit the Bomber and RG. I guess my senses are kind of off right now because I didn't hit it. But Fireball log will finish it off and kind of give the good game, because that was a pretty good game. You know, Xbow versus RG. A lot of you guys do ask me how you're supposed to win against Xbow. How are you supposed to win against Rail Giant with Xbow? Hopefully that was a pretty good indication of how to play it. Because, like, I would say this is like a 99-1 matchup in their favor. I was just able to play better with my Xbows, because, you know, he has many counters to Xbow. He has Rail Giant, he has Bomber, he has Lightning, he has Zappies, he has Giant Skeleton. Even Snowball in a pinch can, like, take out 50% of an Xbow's health. So, pretty bad matchup. This one was definitely a really bad matchup. We were able to win. This one was a 100-0. This one was a 100-0. This one was a 200-0, I believe. I called it earlier. So, like, 4 hard counters, 1 99-1 matchup, which is technically still a hard counter, but in the hands of a pro player playing on top ladder, you know, it's a piece of cake. But yeah, that is going to put us at just about top 1 in the world, guys. Like, I know we're not exactly top 1, but that's in a way top 1. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the Xbow 3.0 Xbow Cycle ladder push with the OG Ice Spirit. Again, like I said at the start, you know, if you substitute cards in this 3.0 Xbow Cycle Xbow deck, you're just not faithful to the deck, and I don't see you as a real Xbow player. I hope you know that. Obviously, I'm a real Xbow player. I always play it. But, yeah, that's going to be a pretty good push, you know. I'm a little bit under my season highest right now, which would definitely be top 1 in the world right now. But anyways, that is definitely top 1 in essence. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the 3.0 Xbow Cycle ladder push as much as I did. I feel like I had a lot of fun, even though we were getting hard countered. It was quite enjoyable, and opponents were kind of bad, so it's really nice to always beat bad players, you know. It feels good to be a good player at this game. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.